NFTs have been the talk of the town for the past 3 years, and despite hearing about NFTs all those years, we still don't fully understand them. We still don't understand how they affect the world. We still have no grasp on how they are building a better world for us or how they are destroying the already better current world. Have you ever given that some thought? No? Well, we will go over this in today's video, so keep watching till the end. Welcome back to NFT Hub, where we regularly provide you guys with crypto and NFT related videos. Stay with me till the end to figure out for yourself if NFTs are destroying the environment or is it all just a bluff. So, NFTs work by storing their data in a blockchain. CryptoKitties attracted a lot of people with their success back in 2017. Some of these NFTs were sold for over $1 million, and one after the other, there were huge success stories in the NFT world, which obviously attracted a lot of artists into this community. As a result, a large number of artists stepped into the digital world and started making and selling their own NFTs. However, since this single article, artists have been having doubts. The main issue and most significant drawback of NFTs as digital art is the ecological effect. It all comes down to two phenomena. Number one, basically the trade of NFTs, selling them, buying them, leaves some huge footprints. What I mean by trading NFTs is actually pretty deep. So when you trade NFTs, you are carrying out numerous transactions. Not only data transactions, but also money transactions. All these transactions require a ridiculously large amount of energy. Energy to run the supercomputers that handle these transactions. Remember that blockchain, cryptocurrency, and NFT trading are all a chain of random transactions, meaning that there is no such solution for this problem. The second drawback? Let me ask you this, what is the cause of the greenhouse effect? What is the reason for the depletion of the ozone? What is the reason for increasing temperatures by the year? It is carbon, more precisely carbon dioxide. Another question, where does all of the electric energy mentioned earlier come from? Yes, most of it comes from fossil fuels, by burning fossil fuels like coal. Fun fact, coal alone provides half of the energy consumed by the United States. Where the burning of fossil fuels provides us with the majority of electricity, it is also responsible for the emission of large amounts of carbon. When trading NFTs consume a large amount of energy and the energy is coming from fossil fuels, NFTs are ultimately leaving behind a huge CO2 footprint, which is destroying the environment. This carbon emission is bringing in significant climate changes. Remember that NFTs are not the only cause of carbon emission, but they have become a momentous part of it. So the two main reasons that NFTs are destroying the environment are electric power consumption and carbon footprint. A lot of crypto enthusiasts and digital artists have been backing off from NFTs, but why? This is an understatement, but still, let's view some numbers. One artist and 6 months of multi-edition NFTs have a footprint of 260 megawatt hours. This is enough to run a residential home in Europe for 77 years. You can use your laptop for 2.5 thousand years with that amount of energy, or boil a kettle 3.5 million times. And it feels crazy to imagine that a single person becomes the cause of that much energy waste in just 6 months. These numbers are just insane, and it shows one thing, that blockchain activities consume a ridiculous amount of energy and are ecologically destructive. A digital artist by the name of Johnny Lemercier realized that the electricity consumed in selling just 6 of his art pieces in 10 seconds is enough to power his whole studio for 2 years. This is just absurd. Even though I have been talking about NFTs destroying the environment, you should be aware of the actual reason, the big game. And the real reason doesn't include NFTs, it includes blockchain and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's go in deeper. So what are NFTs? They are a collection of data on the blockchain. How do you buy and sell NFTs? You do so by using cryptocurrencies like Ethereum. So NFT trading is a bunch of transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. What I am going to say will feel insane, and I get it. But stick to the end, because there are some tips to prevent all of this from happening. But first, why don't we talk over some numbers? Ethereum energy consumption is skyrocketing as of now. Ethereum is consuming more than 100 terawatt hours per year. This is around the same amount of energy that is annually consumed by the whole country of Kazakhstan. And of course, we can't forget about the carbon footprint. Just the Ethereum cryptocurrency is leaving behind a carbon footprint of more than 50 megatons. And 50 megatons of CO2 is around the same carbon footprint as Hungary. For better understanding, the amount of electricity consumed for one transaction in the Ethereum blockchain is enough to power a US residential house for a whole day. And the carbon footprint is the same as watching 20,000 hours of YouTube. What I wanted you guys to understand is that NFTs alone aren't to blame here. The whole blockchain concept is to blame, from Bitcoin to NFTs to the smallest of cryptocurrencies out there. Ever since the introduction of Web 3.0, people have been jumping into crypto blindly. They don't compare the pros with the cons, and what better con than environmental damage? However, there is always a cure for something, or even better, prevention. You must have heard that prevention is better than cure. Let me ask you, from what I have said throughout the video, what do you think is the main reason that NFTs or the blockchain are destroying the environment? The main reason is that all of the ridiculously huge amounts of energy used to power this technology, the blockchains, and the NFT trading comes from non-renewable resources. And you already know what I am about to say because you understand it from second grade. Non-renewable resources are limited and are utilized in more than 85% of our needs. They get depleted, and the most common one, coal, leaves behind a huge carbon emission score, all of which is not good for the environment. So what we can do is to run the Web 3.0 tech, the blockchain transactions, and store data using energy from renewable resources. It's all about clean energy. If it consumes so much energy and the energy comes from non-renewable sources that eventually hurt the earth, NFTs are bad. But even if it consumes a large amount of energy and the energy comes from clean and renewable resources which don't hurt the earth that much, then NFTs are not bad. Simple.
God is all powerful. He cannot be all good.
So what we can do is prioritize renewable resources of powering up the supercomputers used by the blockchain systems. If we prioritize solar energy, wind energy, and hydropower for such a large amount of energy consuming process, such ecological effects shouldn't be a concern. You can also opt for more eco-friendly blockchains like Solana and Polygon for your NFT projects and trading. Okay, so let's conclude today's conversation. NFTs, or more precisely blockchain activities, are destroying the environment for two reasons. Number one, they consume a large amount of electrical energy, large enough for it to be ridiculous. Number two, they leave huge carbon footprints comparable to those of whole countries. And we can prevent this from happening by using clean energy, or energy coming from hydropower plants, solar plants, and windmills. Or we can even use some alternative platforms like Solana and Polygon. Let me know your thoughts on today's video in the comments section. If you genuinely found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button. That's it for today. See you at the next one.